Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. So we are back in the woods today with neighbor Doug, and we're actually not at our property or at Doug's property. We're at a neighbor's property that kind of is in between both of ours, and I'll let Doug explain what we're doing back here.
So last week I get a text message from neighbor Bob, and he says, hey, kind of got my tractor stuck. And I says, well, what does kind of mean? And so he says, well, you know, you need something to pull it out. And I says, well, I'll bring the side-by-side over. And he said, I don't think that'll do it. So I brought the skid loader over, and he was going up this steep hill that we're working on today, and it was a little bit slippery. It had just rained, and his tractor had slid off and got pinched the side of a tree. So we got over here, got him pulled out. My son come over with me, who's in the video as well. His name's Chase. And we got him pulled out, and I noticed that he had a couple of big trees that were stuck in the trail here, or had blown over into the trail. And I said, hey, you want to get those cut out? And he said, absolutely. And I've known Bob for probably 30 years. He actually worked for us many years ago. And so I know him as a neighbor, I know him as a friend, I know him as an employee and a co-worker. And what I guess I didn't realize is over the years, Bob has developed MS. So he struggles with getting on and off of tractors and being able to maintain his land. Boy, I thought right then and there, okay, we've got to be able to help him somehow. So I decided to give Adam a call and said, hey, let's go over and make a video and cut some of these logs out of his trail. We're going to take him down to his house later on so he can cut them up for firewood and whatnot. But so we are here today in a beautiful day. Adam finally got out of work. He's over here, so we're gonna give it a go at it today.
And not only this, but use this as a teaching opportunity for Chase running the chainsaw here, right?
Yeah, it's really the first time I've gotten to get Chase out into the woods where we're cutting any kind of serious logs up. And I says, hey, we're gonna go learn how to cut some wood, and he was all for it. So today we're doing a little bit of a learning and some safety and those kind of things to give a 22-year-old an opportunity to come out and learn kind of like how Adam did, and start from that way and see if he enjoys it and go from there.
Now, I'm not going to say Doug's old enough to be my dad, but I'm 30 and Chase is 22, so I'll let you guys do the math on that one.
I'm old enough to be Adam's neighbor, is how old I am.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and fire up the chainsaws here and get to cutting.
Cut that one on a little bit of an angle, following the limb, so it's easy to. So the next one's nice and smooth on the side. Always cut a clear path so you can get away if you need to. You're on the wrong side for a clear path. You need to come back on this side of that log. There. That way if you need to step out of the way. Nice. Good. Okay, now when you start cutting these, you see how that one's caught up in this other tree that got snapped off when it fell?
Yeah.
When you cut that, you might let some tension loose, you might have the log roll, whatever, but you know that it is jammed in there. So you gotta be extra cautious and careful as you're cutting down through it. You go a little at a time and watch and see what the log's doing. And again, like you're doing, make sure you got a clear path to get out of the way. Guess what?
Stuck.
You got your very first stuck chainsaw. What do you, wait. Stop. What do you do now?
Shut the saw off and
assess the situation?
Yeah, reconsider what's going on here, I guess.
And thank your dad for bringing a second saw. Because you have to cut your way out now.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so in that case, not knowing which way it was going, what it was going to do.
Yeah, I mean, how do you combat that?
Sometimes you got to do an undercut on it to relieve it or let it loose. All right, there's one thing dads love to do. It's teach and also be able to come to the rescue. So we're trying to show Chase a little bit of cutting wood today and how to cut logs and whatnot. And as you just saw, we got a log pinch, so we got the other saw, and we're going to try to cut it loose. Now we got two saws to work with again. Chase, just like a tree, if you're cutting down a tree, as soon as that thing starts to fall on you, you move back out of the way. What happens is that thing drops down, hits something and kicks up, it'll hit you right in the face. So as soon as that tree starts, that big limb starts coming down, step out of the way.
So on this log here, it's suspended up in the air. So you're gonna have tension on the top and compression on the bottom, which means it's gonna wanna kind of snap like this as you're cutting through it. So you never want your saw to be going into the compression side. That's when you get a pinch. So what you would do on this one is you cut into your compression first, and then you would do your finish cut into your tension side. So that way you make a nice clean cut, it snaps off where your saw is and doesn't pinch. Now another thing, you always want to be on the uphill side, because as you cut this, we've got a pretty good slope here. This is going to roll downhill as soon as you free it off of here. So after you make that cut, then I'd move to the other side of the tree and do the same thing.
Okay. I don't think I can get up under that one. Just go from the top one.
So in a situation like this, what I would do, and this is a little bit more advanced, but it's called a bore cut. Okay. So basically you would take the nose of your saw and put it right here, and then go in, and then come up a little bit, and then go down. Okay. But I don't know how comfortable you are with a chainsaw yet if you want to try a bore cut, because that's going to get the nose of your saw into the tree. You've got more of a chance of a kickback there.
So I can give it a shot. So it's just down in here like this, and then turn it, come up a little bit.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're hitting the nose of your saw, and the top of your saw, and not your nose. Right. So yeah, you want to, let me just see this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if we're doing this, you want to come in like this, and then bring it down and in.
Go ahead and start it for him, Adam.
Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I would take this. So that's how you can get underneath it if it's on the ground. And now you can go ahead and do the finish.
viewers know, we've got a little bit of a widowmaker
Right over top of us.
right over top that we're trying to keep a close eye on, because when the two fell down out of there, it took that one with it, and then there's the other one there was broke off as well. All this came down in a windstorm, whatever you want to call it.
So what they call this is a flower bouquet. You know, normally your trees that are really good for lumber, one straight beam all the way up. This one here was a tree, you know, like I said, a flower bouquet. It had 3 or 4 stems coming up out of it. Looks like 2 of them broke out, 1 is hung up, and this one over here. All right, guys, so we just finished up at neighbor Bob's place, and as we were packing up to leave, Doug said, hey, I want to stop over and check out the pond. So we packed up in the side-by-sides and started riding back through here. Well, when we hit our property, sure enough, we had a tree down on our trails as well. And so me, Doug, and Chase all fired up the chainsaws and got that tree taken care of as well. So I hope what you guys take out of this video is not necessarily whether we're right or wrong on, you know, chainsaw technique or bucking up limbs or anything like that. You know, me and Doug are not professional arborists. We are weekend warriors. We do have some experience to share with, you know, his son Chase, but we are by no means professionals. So, you know, the real point of this video is just get out and help your neighbor. And I hope that's what you guys take away from this video is if you're able to and you have the means to go out and help somebody, do it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.